Well, there are lots of government proposals that many people think are absolutely ridiculous. In today's Rant and Rave, Schylar Meadows takes aim at one she thinks would fit that bill.
When I'm not near a television, I listen to the radio. Toledoans are fortunate to have a variety of radio stations to choose from, including a few that are locally owned. However, some members of Congress want to take that choice away via legislation. H.R. 848, the Performance Rights Bill, would impose a mandatory flat annual fee on all radio stations to play music. According to the current version of the legislation in the committee consideration and markup session from May 13, 2009, stations could pay a mandatory minimum of $5,000 per year with no specific maximum fee. An exemption might be granted to stations with a religious format. If you combine the proposed fees with the mandatory fees that stations already pay and the poor economy, you have a recipe for disaster. Regardless of your favorite format, most of us rely upon the radio for information. If H.R. 848 passes, some radio stations will go bankrupt, having a negative impact on communities all over the country. Fewer choices or possibly no local choices for news and information would exist if the medium of radio was not available, especially as the kinks are being worked out of the DTV transition. While H.R. 848 supporters say the fees would go to the artists, language in the bill states a percentage would actually go to record labels. Now, since 3 of the 4 major record labels are based outside of the United States, you have to wonder who would benefit. Certainly not Americans. Radio stations employ people locally who spend disposable income in their communities and provide information in real time to listeners. We cannot afford heavy job losses in any other industry as we try to rebuild the U.S. economy. Let's keep Americans working. Make sure your member of Congress does not support H.R. 848. Want to learn more? Go to www.opencongress.org. Besides, it would be awfully boring to drive around without any sound in your car. For Fox Toledo Rant and Rave, I'm Schylar Meadows from the Juice FM 107.3 WJUC.
Remember, you can catch Rant and Rave every Tuesday and Thursday right here on Fox Toledo News, first at 4. And as always, these opinions do not reflect the opinions of Fox Toledo or its employees.